And a pleasant good evening, everyone, from the State Farm Show Complex in Harrisburg. This is Harrisburg Heat Soccer on MASL. Good evening, I'm John Wilsbach. Tonight, the Harrisburg Heat at 2-11-1 take on third place Kansas City at 10-1-2. 5-game winning streak for the Comets, but a 6-game losing streak for the Harrisburg Heat. They hope to turn things around this evening. A back-to-back homestand here with Kansas City. They'll play again tomorrow at 5:05. A few other games going on tonight in the MASL, but of course this one is the one that we're going to give you here on YouTube. So glad to have you along. We remind you that we're proud to bring you these games. MASL Soccer on MASL TV. And Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter, one of the leading soccer brands worldwide, produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at Miter.com. Well, last night, one game in the MASL, Tacoma defeated Baltimore 8-6. The Blast have been on a good roll there as they are in fourth place, just behind Kansas City by 2 points with a 10-3-1 record. Those two teams will go at it again tomorrow. The other games today, Chihuahua at Utica City and Milwaukee later tonight at San Diego. Starting in net for the Harrisburg Heat in this one will be Hugo Silva once again. Hugo playing tough the other night, could not come away with a win though. He's 2-10-1 with a 7.40 goals against average, 187 saves on the season. In net for Kansas City, Philip Ejimadu. Ejimadu, born in Minnesota, but moved to Brazil when he was a child. There he is. He's had a fantastic season thus far for Kansas City. 8-0-1, 172 saves. His goal against average is only 4.22. So Ejimadu, and there's Hugo, another Brazilian. The Kansas City Comets are in the white uniforms for this contest. The Harrisburg Heat wearing the orange with the black. The Harrisburg Heat, Mike Da Silva, Malcolm Harris, Adriano Dos Santos is back out there. He did not play the other night. Good to get him back out on the field for the Harrisburg Heat. Also Dominic Francis getting the start, and Rashawn Panton. This Kansas City Comet team, they are led in scoring by Ryan Marquise. 19 goals, 18 assists, 37 points on the season. What a banner year he is having thus far. And of course, one of the great defenders in this league on this Kansas City Comets team is Chad Vandegrift. 47 blocks coming into this contest. The Heat are going from our right to left, and we get a superstructure. Harris knocking it up into the ceiling. So they'll restart center point of the yellow line at the other end. So the Comets line it up. They'll play to the right side, and a shot just wide on that left by Zach Regan. It'll be a goal kick for the Harrisburg Heat. Harris, a veteran on that back line, but he's got some goals for Harrisburg. 5 goals, 9 assists on the season. 13 blocks as well. I'll give you a both-end effort here on the carpet. Comets trying to clear it out with Dirtle. And here's a breakaway down the right side, and Hugo makes the stop on Andreas. KC moves back in again. Andreas right side to the middle, sent. Dirtle unable to get that shot off. Brought back in again, another shot wide, this time by Holloman. And the Heat clear it back out of midfield. It comes back down to Hugo. Ball sent down the near side. Yuri's on it. He'll play it out of midfield. On the near side, that's Ozzy and Ang. A nice goal the other night. And that loss to Utica City. He trying to keep it alive, but KC able to clear it out. Keeping the pressure on up front. Perry on it. Trying to get over to the right side, sent back out. Yuri comes up with it. Moves in, center point, top of the box. Gets deflected wide. Now Kerstetter with it. He's got a blast. Saved to the side by Ejimadu. Sent back out of midfield. Perry will tap it to the near side, and Kerstetter has it. Up the middle, Yuri. Anang sends it over for right on the far side, but it goes out of play. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. MASLsoccer.com. Restart here for Kansas City. Up the middle, they'll battle for it. Takes the high bounce out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Heat. These two teams play again tomorrow at 5:05 here in Harrisburg. So if you're in the Harrisburg, Central Pennsylvania area, I hope you join us here on site. If not, right here on MASL TV on YouTube. Hugo blasting one down into the corner, and it goes out of play. Chihuahua currently leading the MASL with a 14-3 record. Along the near side, Vandegrift sending it down to the corner. Back out to Chad Vandegrift, the St. Louis product. Turn and play it back to his keeper. Ejimadu sending it down into the corner. Marquise will play it out to the point. Shot there just wide. Francis trying to clear it out. Ball sent in front. Hugo with another great save in the middle. Just a one-time tapper. He trying to push out. Make a little space. Ball sent again near the top, trying to get it to Lennis, and it's cleared out of midfield. De Silva putting some pressure on. He played on the back line on Thursday night. Put him back up front because he can score. And the Heat needs some offense. Nacho sending it down in, sent back out. Lennis retreating back to his own end, near side. Nacho across midfield. Up to the right point. Reggett. Acosta, center point. Shot went off of Dos Santos. It will be a corner kick. Coming up here for Kansas City. Start from the right corner. See who they're going to place here. They'll put Lennis on the right wing. They're going to put Costa out front. Nacho will try to play it out front, but A long shot from midfield, behind the midfield stripe. Dominic Francis hit that right post. Oh, so close. He had Ejimadu out of position. Great attempt by Dominic Francis. Almost caught him with their pants down. Look at this again. Great steal. He read it. He just blasts that one down. Ejimadu couldn't get to it. Hit inside the post and came back out. Wow. Here's a toss down the near side. Avila working down along the left wing boards. Little body contact there with Ramirez, and it'll be a foul in the Heat. So we'll get the restart for the Comets. Also known as years ago, back in the 90s when the Heat played in Kansas City, the Kansas City Attack. That's a wonderful series over the years in the history of indoor soccer between Harrisburg and Kansas City. Here's a steal. Anang right side. Panton. He shoots and scores. Rashawn Panton. It's 1-0 Heat. Time of the goal, 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Nice job here with Anang, who just touched it, left it, and Panton will score. Anang will get the assist. And that's number 6 on the season for Rashawn Panton. It's 1-0 Heat. Down the near side, Kansas City quickly restarting things, sending it around the glass is Kazim. Still loose over on the far boards is Marquise. And they'll send it out of midfield. Pereira along the near side, Kazim, Pereira. Back over to the far side. Trying to work down into the corner. Good job there by Perry. Trying to clear it out, and he does. Tavernisi comes up with it. He'll tap it forward with Mike De Silva streaking in, sends it around the glass, comes out towards the middle, almost stolen by Wright. Good hustle by the Heat there. Palmer brings it out. Far side, Vandegrift sending it up the far boards. 4:47, time of that first goal. Rowe Panton will get the holding foul on the Heat over on the far boards. Free kick coming up. They called that one on Gamino. Restart coming up left side. Reagan trying to send it to the middle. Harris with a nice block. Yuri gets it headed back out. Almost comes up with a interception. Still loose over on the far side. Comes over to the right. Back to the middle and a goal. Right down the slot. What a rip. Just a blast there by Ryan Marquise, their leading scorer. Time of the goal, 6:09. Marquez from Brazil, their leading scorer, puts it in. What a season he has been having. 20th goal. Ties it at 1. Ball sent down the middle, got deflected. Oh, just wide. Great opportunity there. Scherer just kind of got that side of the foot on it to redirect it. Still loose in the corner, and this time Ejimadu able to grab on. Ramirez on it. Back to the keeper. Phillips going to send it right up the middle. A little push from behind on Panton. Restart sent down to the left side. Erstetter able to get it out to Francis at midfield. Anang with a little help. And Kazim and Panton. And they're going to blow a whistle here on an injury for Ramirez. But that should have just been a continuation on that play as the Heat had the possession. And had a good breakout too. So it will be a restart for the Heat at midfield. Trying to place it maybe where the ball was when he blew the whistle. Ozzie Anang sending it out for Harris. Far side Dos Santos. Chips it to nowhere, right to the middle. Here comes a 3-on-1 to the left side, but luckily the pass a little behind. Loose out front, and Hugo has to make a big save, and Harris will clear it to the side. They'll get it back outside the yellow. Bad giveaway by Dos Santos. KC with the ball down that left side once again. Andreas cleared back out. They'll set things up. Pino at center circle. On to the near side, Palmer. Working, holding. Marquez fouled. Free kick coming up for KC. 1-1 our score. Now the restart sent to the middle by Acosta. Flex right back out. Lennis. Near side Acosta. Now it's Reggett. Reggett works around the yellow. Loose to the middle, headed in the air by Dos Santos, pulled down by Hugo. Hugo Silva will roll it. Dos Santos. Be careful not to make that mistake he made a few moments ago. All sent up the field and sent right back down. Hugo's going to kick it high in the air out of midfield. Nacho couldn't get to it, but it goes back into his own end. Up the near side, here come the Comets. Another shot just wide by Dirtle. A lot of head balls going on right now. A little push from behind by Dos Santos. Free kick coming up for Kansas City. Heat will be back on the road here in the next few weeks. Getting 3 games and in 4 days this weekend. Not being given a lot of great dates here by the Farm Show Complex past couple seasons, it seems. Along the near side, Reggett dumping it down to the corner, but this one takes off out of play and will step out. 5:37 to go in the first. 1-1 our score. Kansas City and Harrisburg. Watching MASL TV on YouTube.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
When we do, what are you guys going to yell? Yes!
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to HarrisburgHeat.com. Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
When we do, what are you guys going to yell? Yes!
1-1 our score here, fans. Don't forget, Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. Well, the ball dumped down into the corner in this 1-1 game. Back into the KC zone. Lennis getting it back out for Holloman. Sent all the way up to the right side. There's Kazim sending it down. Hit just wide of the right post. I think everyone was surprised that one even came close to the net. Lennis again. Holloman. Far side. Lennis. Holloman to the near side. Vandegrift. Back again to Holloman. Sent down the corner for Reagan. Goes around the boards. Picked up by Hugo. He'll fire it down the near side. Looking for Panton, who has the Heat's goal in this contest. Cleared back out and headed all the way back to Hugo. Hugo fires it down to the near side, trying to get it to De Silva. Pino keeping it away from him. And here come the Comets again. All played along the near boards for Acosta. He'll send it to the middle, and Hugo another big save, but then the follow-up is there for Lennis. It was a big save for Hugo at the beginning, but wasn't getting much help from anyone else. Time of the goal, 11:13. Acosta sent it there, and just shot and came right back to Lennis. Not sure if they'll give Acosta the assist or not, but it's 2-1, Kansas City. Hugo up with it all the way in midfield now. Playing it down along the near boards. Sent back the other way. And we'll get the foul whistle as Yuri got knocked down. Yuri getting some pressure. Back for Hugo. He'll fire it up the far side. Trying to get it to Shearer. And Kansas City called for the holding foul. So a free kick coming up here for the Heat. Trailing 2-1 in this first quarter. Harris to restart. He'll send it over to Francis near side to Santos. Back over for Dominic Francis. Moves it to his left. Trying to get it down to a Nang in the corner. Ozzy's going to send it all the way back in midfield to Hugo. Yeah, Hugo's going to bring it all the way across midfield again. He'll dump it down into the corner, and Nang trying to maintain possession, get some help from Harris. He's back out the midfield, and his pass Goes wide over to the near side. Dirtle comes up with it. He'll leave it off to the right side for Nacho. Loose down in the corner, and the Heat trying to clear it out. Another opportunity there for KC. On Thursday night, Utica City took advantage of a lot of shots in that game, but the Heat kept it tight. Dominic Francis on it. Far side, guarding it from two KC players. And they'll call the possession Kansas City. Dominic Francis, 11 goals, 6 assists, 17 points on the season. But it's Joey Tavernisi and Mike DeSilva who are tied with 21 points apiece in the Heat scoring column. Here's Reggett, just wide. Comes back out to the right point. Kazim will send it back over to Reggett again. Ball goes around the boards, this time an easy grab for Hugo. Great to have Hugo back after having to sit out last season. Francis chips this one out of play. We want to thank Ort Signs. Ort Signs is the official sign sponsor for the Harrisburg Heat. Don't forget Freedmont Mortgage. For 32 years, Freedmont has been an industry leader in service and education. Don't make a 30-year mistake by choosing the wrong lender. Choose wisely and call Freedmont. Freedmont's growing. If you're a branch, team, or individual looking for a better opportunity, you can email info@freedmont.com, NMLS 2893. Kansas City with it on the far side. A lot of pressure by Perry on the back of Acosta, who finally dumps it up, and it's intercepted by the Heat. And it's going to be Tavernisi getting tripped up. Foul on Kansas City. Restart. Brad Kerstetter getting it to Hugo on the near side. Told you Baltimore is out in Tacoma this weekend. The Heat were out there last weekend. Had a tight one on that Sunday game, but losing by one, that's been kind of a problem this season for several games where the Heat have been in it. And just out of it by that one goal. Restart coming up here. And again, still in that playoff hunt. You're 11th in the standings, but point-wise, you're 10 points out away from the number 8 spot. So just a few wins, put a few wins together, and you're back in this. Here's Kerstetter trying to guard it. Kerstetter battling along the near side. They'll call him for the foul on Andreas. Restart coming up. Near side is Chad Vandergriff. He come up with it. Yuri moves it toward the middle. Gets free. His shot. Kick save out of play. Corner kick coming up. Ejimadu able to get a piece of it. Good run by Yuri of the Heat. Now to be Harris with the restart. He's going to put Tavernisi out front with DeSilva and Francis. Anang on the backside. They'll play to the middle, and goes off the foot of DeSilva, who was unable to pull the trigger and goes out of play. Mike DeSilva had a great defensive game. He was asked to play in the back line on Thursday night. And even had a nice goal line save at one point in that contest, a block that was crucial. Knocked out a play here by the Heat. It'll be a kick in for Kansas City. restart coming up once they get a ball. So the Heat will set up the wall right at the top. Is anyone going to move out? They're setting up 5. Normally you get 3 set up there. They're going with 5, and that's because there's only a second left. They knew that Kansas City wouldn't have enough time to pass and shoot, and it worked. We have played one. 2-1, Kansas City leading the Heat. Back with the second quarter. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com. Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at fremontmortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at harrisburgheat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. harrisburgheat.com.
There you see Scorch making his rounds here in the Equine Arena at the Farm Show Complex. Fans, Frank's Marble and Granite is a long-time Heat supporter. Over 30 years of helping people improve their homes with granite, quartz, and marble. No other company can match your service quality or reputation. Everything's done here in Pennsylvania, too. It's Frank's Marble and Granite, the best in the biz. Pre-game or anytime is a great time for the Millworks. Just minutes away from the arena. In Midtown Harrisburg, custom craft beers, art gallery, and amazing food. The Millworks Restaurant and Brewery. Shots in that first quarter. 15 for Kansas City and 7 for the Harrisburg Heat. Harrisburg will go from left to right to start this second quarter. Don't forget to catch the MASL Monday, every Monday night on MASL TV, on CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Alex Bastiavansky and Phil Lavanco, joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. Hugo sending the ball out of play from outside the yellow line. Hugo Silva. Restart. Casey with it. Harris trying to break it up. But Ramirez comes away with it. Now Francis breaks it up. Harris back up again along the near side. Gets some help from De Silva. Uri on the left. All the way back to Dos Santos. Longtime veteran in this league, mostly in Baltimore. Ball sent down for Da Silva. Mike Da Silva. Looks to turn, has it knocked away, and KC able to clear it back out. Ball dumped all the way down to the right side for Reggett. He'll send one off the boards, but nobody home out front except Dos Santos, and here come the Heat with a little run down the near side. Working around at the right point. Villa sending it back to Perry. Reggett's going to put some pressure on now. Perry up the middle, intercepted again by KC. Palmer dumps it down and out of play. Fans, don't forget about Papa John's. The Heat score 4 promotion. Scoring 4 goals. Thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central PA. You'll get to use the code HEAT and the number 4 the next day on papajohns.com, Papa John's app, and save 40% off your entire order. That's HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the next day when the Heat score at least 4. He trying to keep that ball in the Kansas City zone. Andreas able to clear it out, and Ang can't get to it. Now Perry will run it down and play it back to Hugo. Hugo sending it down along the near boards. Right will turn. Send it forward to Anang. Anang right side, shot just wide. I don't think Ejimadu got a fingertip or two on that. It looked close. But Ozzie and Ang so close on that one. Comets trying to send it down, goes right into the Heat bench. It'll be a kick in for Harrisburg. They were saying it was a handball. So it'll be a restart. Down to the right side. Marcus could not do anything with it there. Harris has it. All the way down. Da Silva. A little pressure, plays it back out for Francis. Ball gets deflected by Harris, knocked to the side. Nacho trying to clear it out, it does. Tavernisi heads it back to Hugo. He'll chip it high in the air, up for Harris. Goes past him, and he got knocked down. The official initially ruled for Kansas City's direction, but was pointing the wrong way. So it'll be a restart coming up for Harrisburg. Dos Santos sending it down into the corner. Pino trying to get it out. Now it's Tavernisi. Tavernisi staying with it, quickly sending it back to Hugo, but it doesn't matter. He got knocked down. Another foul on the Comets. Ball sent all the way up the far side. Had some great former Harrisburg players in Kansas City years ago with some of those attack teams. Warren Westcoat, one of those in goal. Brett Phillips, another one. Not sure if Scoop Stanisic had ever ended up in Kansas City or not. Don't remember that. Ball played to the right side, shot, score. They left it open and Pereira able to finish it off. Eric Pereira makes it a 3-1 game. Time of the goal, 4:12. The assist to Reagan, I believe, yeah. And Pereira from that right side makes it a 3-1 game. And the Heat find themselves down now by 2. First goal of the season for Pereira. Here's Hugo trying to blast it. The other end goes right into his own man, out of play. Harris with it. Up in center circle. Back for Hugo. Goes out of play. They put this field down on a dirt surface here at the Farm Show. Many of you may recall they used to play in the large old arena. Now they play in the more moderate-sized equine arena. A lot longer, a little wider, but smaller as far as the stands are concerned. They still roll everything down on the dirt. Here's a steal at midfield, but they'll call the foul in Heat. Restart coming up. Palmer. All the way back for Reagan. Right along the near side. Kazim losing it to Perry, who moves in around the glass. Now we're going to get the holding foul on Kazim. They let it play on until that possession was lost. And we restart from the neutral. Francis quickly sends it over to Harris on the far side. Here's Kerstetter. Here's Sad Francis. Francis knocked down from behind by Kazim. A little shaken up. See if he's all right or not, or will he go off the field? He'll stay out there. Harris back for Kerstetter, dumping it down into the corner and over the glass, out of play. Kerstetter, a local product out of Halifax. It's about 10 miles north of Harrisburg. All sent down that far side. Kerstetter back on it again. Francis knocks it back out. Another foul on KC. Free kick coming up for the Heat. Hugo sending it up the field. Shear sent around the boards. Lagamino. Left side, another shot for Villa. Cleared back out of midfield. The Heat are in Baltimore Sunday, March the 2nd. They don't. Back home they have Saturday, March 8th, and Sunday, March 9th. And the 16th of March, the Heat against Utica City, as Reggett is getting checked out. And just get clunked from over top by Perry. He appears to be okay. (3-1) is our score. Well, it never hurts to bet on a second opinion. Give Josh Shoup from State Farm a call or a text for auto, home, or life insurance quote 717-367-8878. Shoup. There it is. Dos Santos restarting things. Favilla on the near side. Loose ball in the corner. Shot just wide by Harris. Comes back out of midfield. Dos Santos knocks it all the way back to Hugo. He'll kick it back up the middle. Comets move it back in once again. Nacho. Stolen back. Dos Santos clears it out. This time it's Pino. Sending it over to the left side. Nacho again. Out of midfield. Comets are home Saturday, March 1st with Utica City. Comet fans, get your tickets for that game. That'll be a good one. All sent around in front. Favilla heading it back to Hugo. Hugo tossing it down the near side. Right, sending it forward, Yuri. Has it stolen back and cleared out. Hugo in midfield. Getting it down for De Silva, but he cannot maintain that possession. Jamadu comes up with it, gets it out. 6:52 to go here in the second. 3-1 KC. On the near side, Ramirez. Over on the far side. Vandegrift sending it back. Ramirez again, this time dumping it down to the left. Marquez, right there at the left point. He wanted it back, but he's not going to get it. They send it over to Vandegrift. And then we'll get the foul on KC. Hugo, a little pressure, deflects it up the field, kept alive on the near side by Panton, but KC, 3 players back to help out. They'll send it back to Jamadu. At midfield, KC with the lead, keeping their possession. They'll work it over on the far boards. Long pass down for Reggett. He's knocked down. Foul on the Heat. And Dominic Francis. So a restart coming up here for the Comets. They'll put Reggett on the opposite side. Put Acosta out front. They go to the wing. That's blocked. Reggett on the left. His shot around the glass deflects out. And Panton able to clear it out. Heat developed with a 3-on-2 briefly. Panton's pass to the right for Harris is busted up. Marquez sends it over to the right side. Another pass is blocked, but we'll get the delay call because there was a grab along the near side on Marquez. Once they didn't have possession, the official blew the whistle on the foul. Marquez again on it. Ball dumped down in the corner. Brought back out. Call for Villa with the foul. So another restart coming up here for KC with 4:53 to go in the second. Now we're going to get a yellow card on the Harrisburg Heat. Is that going to be a delay of game yellow? Or is it going to be on Favilla? He'll go off. No power play. Teams will remain at equal strength. So 5 minutes descent on Favilla. They'll sit out the rest of the half. Reagan's pass or shot is blocked. He'll recover it at midfield. All the way back to the keeper. Ejimadu. Panton knocks it out of play. There'll be a restart coming up at the top of the arc. We'll step out. 4:39 to go in the second. 3-1 is our score. Kansas City leading. This is MASL TV on YouTube.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Well, a restart coming up here at the top for Kansas City. Nacho will approach. He'll play it to his left. Shot just wide left by Acosta. Goes all the way back in midfield and sent back to the keeper. Chipped in the air, Dominic Francis. Quick header up the middle, but again intercepted by the Comets. Ball sent down the near side, cleared all the way back. Ejimadu takes control of it to his teammate. Actually, he just left it. But it stayed handled by Marcus. Marquez will get tripped up near the top. Another foul. Marquez got his 20th goal earlier in this game. Here draws the foul. And it'll be Nacho to restart things. Put Marquez down on the left side. He'll tap it to his left and a shot by Acosta right on Hugo. Long throw down for Yuri. Cleared out a play on the side by Nacho. So a restart coming up here for the Harrisburg Heat. Again, once they get a ball thrown into them, seems to be a problem tonight. Restart at the top of the arc. They've got Harris to the left. Shot by Tavernisi. Nicely blocked. Hugo sends it up. Sent right back out. Quick run right down the middle by Palmer. Stolen back. Here comes Francis. Dominic Francis moves in. Shot. Oh, up and out of play. Was it touched? It had to have been. Yes. Ejimadu did touch it. It'll be a corner kick coming up. Francis with that vicious shot. Had some velocity on that. He'll restart things here with Tavernisi, Harris. Out front. He'll play it. Harris's shot blocked. Francis' shot wedged along the boards there. Long throw all the way down to Reggett. One times it in. Ejimadu just made that long toss. Reggett let it bounce, somewhat settle, and put it past Hugo. Strong throw. Look at that. One bounce, let it coming down on that half volley shot, just rips it. Here's the end zone angle of it. Time of the goal, 11:44 of the second. Reggett with the goal in Zach's 12th of the season. Ejimadu will get the assist. 4-1 our score. Ball sent around and cleared out. Restart coming up for the Harrisburg Heat at the top of the arc. To at least bring this within 2 here before halftime. Kansas City, your number 3 team right now in the MASL. Heat want to talk about it. So we'll step out. 3:05 to go in the second. 4-1 Kansas City. This is MASL TV on YouTube.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Well, the Kansas City Comets have outshot Harrisburg 21-11 thus far in the contest. KC with goals by Marquez, Lennis, Pereira, and Reggett. The Heat started this game out with a goal from Panton. Unfortunately, it's been all KC since. Got a couple other games going on this evening. Chihuahua leading Utica City 6-1 in the second. Utica City having a hard time of it. Here comes the restart for the Heat. Harris to Francis, shot it wide. Comes over to Tavernisi, sends it around the boards. Tavernisi again, that one got deflected off of one of the KC players. Harris back to retrieve it, sends it all the way back to Hugo. Hugo's gonna chip it right up the middle of the field, headed the opposite way. Scherer gave it away. Look out, turnaround shot. Hit inside the post. Almost another one there. That one hit the left post for Marquez. He's just inches off. Heat trying to clear it out. Needs some help. Finally do. Coming up at halftime, MASL TV running down all the latest news and highlights from around the league. This one goes out of play. So it'll be a kick in for Kansas City. They will restart things in their own end. Ball played to the near side. Well, we can see it there. Got a Pirate fan obviously in the way. I think they're at the wrong game. Loose ball at midfield. The ballpark's about 3.5 hours west of here, folks. Restart coming up. Sent down along the far boards and back in midfield. Holloman. Along the near side, Ramirez. Nacho leaving it, cleared back out. Kerstetter heads it one way. Wright trying to catch up to it. A foot race there with Nacho. Gets that shot off, but saved. Ejimadu able to clear it out. Trying to get it down for Reagan again. He can't settle it. Perry's going to head it back dangerously to Hugo. Didn't get enough power behind him, but Hugo able to come up with it. Sends it over on the far side to Yuri. Trying to get it up for De Silva. Wright has it. Long pass. Look out. Here comes Perry. One-on-one, but he just pokes it a little bit too far to the left. And the carom comes back out to Ejimadu. .48 seconds to go here in the second. Restart coming up. Near side, it's Acosta. Palmer down the far side, out of play. The Heat home again on Saturday, March the 8th. The Baltimore Blast in town. And then on the 9th, it's Utica City for a 5:05 game on that Sunday. Hugo setting it all the way down. Shearer back out for Francis. Far side goes Santos. Setting it down the far boards. 13 seconds here in the half. So Santos can't maintain possession. Back the other way. Comes Andrea's shot. Just wide left. And we have reached halftime here in Harrisburg. Our score, Kansas City 4 and Harrisburg 1. Stay tuned for the halftime show. This is MASL TV on YouTube.
The best way to improve is to train.
free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FremontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Shoot! He scores!
This is the MASL in 5. What's going on, folks? I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Great to see you again. I'm here to get you caught up on everything that's gone down in the league over the past few days, and I've only got 5 minutes to do it. So let's go.
Jaime Romero y Eric Tobar. Va con Tobar. De derecha el disparo y el gol.
This was the home-and-home series everyone had been waiting for. Chihuahua and San Diego, the top two teams in the standings right now. The Savage continued their dominance at Corner Sport Arena, taking their home portion of the series 8-5 on Friday. Back in San Diego on Sunday, though, different story. Tavoy Morgan potted 2 for the Sockers. They won the return match 5-2. The surprise of the weekend, no question about it, came from the Texas-Milwaukee tilt. The Outlaws led by 2 with just over a minute left, but the Wave would complete a dramatic comeback. Ian Bennett tying it up with just 10 seconds left on the clock, but the Outlaws dug deep in overtime.
This touch there by Breno as Chavez coming forward, shot and a goal. David Stankovic scores for the Outlaws. They win it 7-6.
Texas head coach Eddie Puskarich, a happy man. That was just the Outlaws' second win of the season, and it came against the powerful Wave. Another dramatic finish came from the Baltimore Empire game. Jesus Pacheco tied it up at 3 apiece late in the game for the Blast. Cue the overtime heroics for Empire.
Back in overtime, it's Brian Orozco in a hurry. He fires it. Brian Orozco, upper left corner. Strikers win. Strikers win. Brian Orozco with the game winner. Uncle Franz, there you are again. Your upper corner where you keep the good stuff.
Great goal, great call. Harrisburg visited Tacoma for 2 games. These contests had huge playoff implications. Both teams needed the wins desperately. Ultimately, it was the Stars that got the points they needed. The Heat were competitive, but Tacoma triumphed 8-4 Friday, 8-7 Sunday. Kudos to Tacoma superstar Nick Pereira. After competing in the MASL All-Star Game in Utica last Wednesday, no break for Nick. He hurried back to Grit City and was instrumental in their 2 wins, racking up 3 goals and 1 assist. And another chapter was written in the Battle of Missouri. St. Louis gave Kansas City all they could handle last weekend. They even led 4-3 in the 4th quarter. Beautiful goal there by Carvalho. But it was all Comets from that point on. They ultimately pulled away for the 8-5 victory. St. Louis enters this weekend 3 points out of a playoff spot. Okay, your Green Drop Players of the Week: in goal, Brian Orozco from Empire. Defensively, Cesar Cerda from San Diego. And on offense, Jorge Rios from Chihuahua. Let's start with Jorge's body of work. Huge weekend, 6 points, 3 goals, and 3 assists for the Chihuahua marksmen as they split those 2 games against the San Diego Sockers. And defensively, it was the soccer man himself, Cesar Cerda. Huge in those 2 games for San Diego. 15 blocks he racked up for the boys in blue. And in goal, it was Brian Orozco. Yeah, he made some big saves, but he also came up with one of the goals of the week, as you are about to see now in our MASL Plays of the Week.
Pino will shoot it into the corner for Reggett. Reggett bangs it off the glass, and then on the volley shot! Oh, Henry!
Here's Pereira bringing it down. Sends his own ball off the boards, and Souza goes airborne, answers back just moments later.
Chance for one more shot, maybe. Reynolds drives it in! Ian Bennett! Shot a goal! We're all tied at 6.
Kelvin in the attacking third, from his left to his right, and he scores a banger. 3-1 Team Kelvin, he's got 2.
Kill unit on the field for the Harrisburg Heat. Pereira settles. Pereira juggles. He turns. Volleys. Nick Pereira, you are magnificent.
This touch there by Breno as Chavez coming forward, shot at a goal. David Stankovic scores for the Outlaws. They win it.
For a one-timer, but here we are back in overtime. It's Brian Orozco in a hurry. He fires it. Brian Orozco, upper left corner. Strikers win. Strikers win. Brian Orozco with the game winner. Uncle Franz, there you are again. Your upper corner where you keep the good stuff.
And that is going to wrap things up for today. But just a reminder to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the league all throughout the season. Be sure to check out the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FreedomontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
MASL players are giving back, utilizing their professional power to touch and inspire people in their local communities nationwide. Free soccer clinics, where kids can meet their heroes and learn new skills. After-school programs and special events. And surprise visits to the classroom. Visiting brave kids in the hospital, bringing joy and hope. Supporting special needs care, partnering with local businesses, and so much more. MASL, passion on the field, purpose off the field, committed to community.
Kansas City leading the Harrisburg Heat here at halftime. Good start by the Heat in this one, but then things turned a little sour. We go to the first quarter at 4:47. Panton for the Harrisburg Heat. Able to get one from Ozzie and finish it off there, making it 1-0, a sixth of the season for Panton. But then at 6:09, Rion Marquez, showing why he's the leading scorer for this KC team, makes it 1-1. Just a nice rip there from down the slot from Acosta. And at 11:13, it's going to be Lennis from Acosta on that right side. He makes it a 2-1 game. Moved to the second quarter at 4:19. After that Lennis goal, and Zach Reggett gets one in after Pereira. 4-1. Marquez, Lennis, Pereira, Reggett all scoring. That's where you get your scoring in this one. Let's take a look at shots in the first half. 22 for Kansas City, 14 for the Harrisburg Heat. Just got to tighten things up in the second half and create some more opportunities. With the scoring here in this second half for Harrisburg. One other game going on right now. It's going to be Chihuahua leading Utica City 6-1. That's in the second. Make that 7-1 now. Chihuahua leading Utica City, and that's now in the third. Later on tonight, good one, Milwaukee out in San Diego. So we'll keep tabs of at least Chihuahua, Utica City, and of course the Harrisburg Heat's next home game coming up against the Baltimore Blast, Saturday, March the 8th. Get your tickets. I should mention there is a game tomorrow, of course. But away from this weekend, it would be March the 8th. Tomorrow, the Heat are home against the same Kansas City team. That's a 5:05 start time. But then the weekend of March 8th, it's Baltimore. March 9th, it's Utica City. Tickets at HarrisburgHeat.com. We'll come back with your second half of action. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Fans get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. And you can subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcast MASL shows, highlights, and more. MASL TV. And how much does your utility company send you each month? How much money do you give them? Why not get paid to go solar? Renew Solar can show you how to put money in your pocket. Contact Renew for a no-cost, no-obligation analysis at renew-solar.com. That's RENU-solar.com. You can't have heat without solar. Visit Renew near the merchandise stand for more information. Not here all the time, but sometimes you can see it. And Comprehensive Financial Associates is the official financial planner of the Heat. Both former and current Heat players are clients who contact CFA for your financials. Hugo Silva getting peppered for 4 goals in that first half. See if the defense will tighten up in front of him. Get a little offense going here for the Harrisburg Heat. KC with the ball over on the left side, sent around the boards. No one home there to the right. Van de Grift keeps it alive. There's Marquise and sent back out. All the way back to the keeper. Ejimadu sending it over to the far side. Harris will head it. Panton comes up with it. Works it down along the near boards. Van de Grift with the steal. Knocked off the boards along the far side. Not enough for Andreas to get it past. Hugo makes the high throw all the way out at midfield. De Silva with it. Back for Dos Santos. Again, Van de Grift back there, getting some help. Quick move by Perry. Trying to split the defense at midfield. Now makes the steal back. Here comes Tavernisi. Left side, Francis. Shot, saved. Loose in the middle, but Francis unable to get turned around again and get that shot off. At the 3-line violation, it'll be a free kick coming up for the Heat center point of the yellow line. Had some good tournaments here this weekend. Welcome a lot of young players getting their first ever soccer game experience here in Harrisburg. Left side, Francis with a blast wide. Goes to the opposite side. Harris keeps it alive, takes it around the boards. And protected there. Ejimadu. Long throw down. Hugo has to head it in the air. Francis gets some help from Shear. Long pass up to Silva. Trying to get it up. Unable though, and we'll get the foul whistled against Uri. out of midfield. KC with a 4-1 lead. Pino, far side. Gets it back. Little pressure to his keeper. Pino comes back over there again, taps it far side. KC not panicking, working it up. Lennis moves in left side, shot just wide. Hit off of Hugo and stays in play. Dirtle on it near boards. Along the near side. Pino sending it down. Dirtle gets tied up. I think that Marquez gets tied up. Restart coming up. Guerrero Pino will come over to restart. Now he'll step out of the way. Nacho will send it around the boards in front and popped up and out of play by Marquez. Alfavilla comes back out to the Heat bench after serving a 5-minute misconduct. Early here in the third, 4-1. Panton. His shot goes into the corner. Francis trying to get to it. Kept alive. Dos Santos with his shot blocked out of play. Utica City's having a hard time of it up in New York. Third quarter score, Chihuahua 8. Utica City 1. I guess that shows you why Chihuahua is currently atop the MASL. Ball sent around the boards. Harris, now Dos Santos. Silva trying to keep it in, but it's cleared back out. At the far board sent by Andreas. Over to the right side it goes. Back out for Vandegrift. These two teams are going to meet again tomorrow at 5:05 here in Harrisburg. Dos Santos, far side. And the Heat are away for a couple weeks, and then they'll welcome Baltimore in March 8th. KC changing up, holding on. Reagan with it, midfield. Well, some of the greats over the years of indoor soccer in Kansas City. As that one gets deflected in past Hugo. It was going pretty much to the middle. Hugo was in position. I'm not sure. I think that may have been Dos Santos who got the foot on it, redirected it for a KC goal. Let's take a look. Time of the goal, 4:38. Here's Reggett. No, it was Tavernisi trying to make the block on it. Reggett's second goal of the season, or of the game, is 13th of the season. 5-1 our score. And Tavernisi just tried getting that foot on it, knock it down, and instead just didn't get enough, and it deflected in just inside the post. And an unfortunate goal against the Heat. 5-1 our score. Loose ball on the far side. Perry breaks it up. Kerstetter sending it up the middle. Hit it out of play by Holloman. Restart coming up for the Harrisburg Heat. Some of the other players out there in KC years ago: Zoran Karic, Brian Haynes. I'd have to go back and look at some of my old notes and record books from the Kansas City Attack days. With the Comets, then the attack, back to the Comets. Down the far side for Villa. Moving in, sends it around. Cleared back out. Used to love playing there at Kemper Arena in KC. And on off days, having some great Kansas City barbecue. Various places there, or going over to the Golden Ox. 5-1 our score. Reagan sends it around in front. Hugo comes out. Nice save there in the middle of the box. Pino trying to move in. Hugo comes up with it. 8 teams will make the MASL playoffs. All those games will be played out in Oceanside, California, San Diego's arena. Here's a ball hit inside the right post, cleared to the side by Wright. Comes back out front, gets blocked again off the shot of Ramirez. And De Silva's called for the foul at midfield. As of right now, your top 8 teams in the MASL: Chihuahua, San Diego, Kansas City, number 3, Baltimore 4, Milwaukee 5, Utica City 6. Empire Strikers from Ontario are 7, and then number 8 right now is Tacoma. Tacoma has 17 total points. The Heat are 10 behind them. They just got to get some wins, get some of those points up. Here's a nice little slide and a steal in front. De Silva can't get a shot off. Heat keeping the pressure on up front. And finally cleared back out. Down the right side, shot just wide left by Vandegrift. Comets with it. Back out of midfield. Nacho. The right side. Marquez trying to spin to the right, double team. They'll call the foul in the Heat. Restart from the right wing. Out front, just wide left on that rip by Acosta. Ball sent around the boards, still loose in the middle. Another one, this time blocked by Shearer. Yuri gets it, cleared back out by Kerstetter. A few opportunities there for KC. Now Yuri has it for the Heat. Tries moving in, but stuffed right there by Acosta, then gets it back. Bouncing around like a pinball machine near the yellow. They'll keep playing it, and they get the whistle as we get a lot of in-your-face stuff going on with Yuri and a few of the KC guys. Riley Yuri, a little upset. We get the blue card pulled, and Yuri will be joined at the neighboring penalty box. And they're going to send in Nacho. Yuri and Nacho just having a couple words down there apart from each other in the penalty area, but I think things are cooled down enough. So we'll play a 4-on-4, 4v4 for the next 2 minutes. Yuri and Nacho still having a discussion down there. I think they're just talking about what happened. They both waved to each other. I think they're cool now. So that's a good thing. Look out, Hugo out of midfield. And then we're going to get another blue card. This one a tripping on the Heat. Problem is, they're going to call this a shootout penalty. Let's see that one again on the replay. Not sure if Dominic Francis is the one who got the trip here. Let's see. Played over on the boards. Yeah, Francis just came in right behind Andreas and got the trip. So it won't be a shootout because the penalty happened at midfield. Wasn't any one player taking it up the field with everyone behind him. So now it's going to be a 4v3. The Heat defensively with De Silva, Kerstetter, and Harris. Power play here for Kansas City. Reggett to the right side. Score. That's a hat trick. Zach Reggett, a Wisconsin native. It's a power play goal at 8:31 of the third. Third of the game, 14th of the season. It's now 6-1. We'll take time out. Midway through this third, 6-1 our score. In favor of KC, this is MASL TV on YouTube.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to HarrisburgHeat.com. Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Zach Reggett with a power play goal from Marquez. 6-1 our score. KC was 7 of 14 coming into this game on the power play. So now over 50% on the season. And what's really great with KC is their penalty killing. One of the best. They killed off 10 of 11 penalties this season. That's 91%. Teams are back to a 4-on-4. Here's Dos Santos. Hugo playing up. His shot gets deflected there for a goal! Hugo Silva says, hey guys, if you're not going to help me offensively, I'll do it myself. It did get deflected. Time of the goal, 8:53. He just ripped that one. Yeah, who does it go off of? Yeah, went off of Lennis. Hugo. Dos Santos got the assist, I believe. 6-2 is our score. First goal of the season for Hugo. Let's see if the Heat can get a little run going now. They've had problems. Everyone remembers the St. Louis game last month where the ambush came back late, scored a few goals real quick, and now we need the Heat to do the same thing. There's KC. Poked back out by Dos Santos. He got tripped up. That'll be a foul against Kansas City. Need to have that little blitz of a few goals. Light it back up and get them in this game. These two teams meet again tomorrow. Dos Santos chipping it up the field. Anang on it. Here comes another run to the right side. And up and out of play for Palmer. Good pass by Andreas. MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Heat get knocked down in the midfield. Ozzy and Ang knocked down that time. Restart coming up outside the yellow line. Tavernisi. Far side, Favilla. They'll move in. Play it back out. Look out, here's Hugo again. He'll move to his left. Taps it down to the corner. Tavernisi around, but nobody in front. De Silva was the closest one there. Look out, Hugo scrambling to get back. KC with the ball in midfield. And Favilla makes a nice block there. Peter being more aggressive now. Offensively, as this one gets headed down. Oh, a heads up play there by Ejimadu. Stop that one. 5v5. With 4:30 to go in the third. 6-2 Kansas City. Lennis blocked. Loose in the corner. Yuri trying to get it out. He's fouled. It'll be a foul against KC. Francis will dump it all the way up to the middle of the field. Couple bodies smashing each other. Perry gets it back to Francis. Ball sent down into the corner. Shearer will get there first, sends it around. Panton has to run it down. He'll play it back in midfield to Perry. Near side Francis. Look out, here comes Hugo again, taking chances. He'll come up in midfield, play it over to Perry on the right. His shot rings off the head of Lennis out of play. It'll be a kick in coming up for the Harrisburg Heat. From the right corner, Dominic Francis will put Tavernisi out front with De Silva and Anang. Comes back to Francis. Look at the foul against KC. Francis on his back. Getting back up. Hold the eye. Or the face. Takes a licking, keeps on ticking. British player will restart out front. Dos Santos blocked by Van de Griff. Here's Dos Santos again. In the corner, Tavernisi around in front, but grabbed onto by Ejimadu. Hugo comes all the way up in midfield, settles it. Near side, Dos Santos, room to run. He'll move down, steps in left side, looks for a give and go out top. Tries passing, gets it back, shot just wide left. Oh, that was close. Alphavilla takes over. Long kick is blocked. Probably the best offensive attempts and output in the game so far for the Heat. Here's Kerstetter at the top. De Silva getting pressure back to Favilla. Far side right. Right will play it back for Favilla. Spin move. Good footwork. Works in left side. Shot. Deflects over into the corner. KC on it again. Trying to get out as Lennis. Kez will play it back. Vandegrift far side. Deflects it up. Kerstetter comes home with it. They'll play it down for Francis. Moves into the right wing. Francis, the corner off the boards. Kick Shea. Gets it back. Busted up. Chipped in midfield. Nino getting it up for Yuri. They'll get it back. Right. Sending it up for Shear. On the near side, Gamino. One back, Vandegrift. KC playing a little keep away with the Heat. Trying to disrupt as much as possible. Look out, here comes a breakout. Andreas, but look out, Hugo will snub him. Hugo says, go guys, move it. Hugo gets knocked down near midfield. Out top is Yuri, but cleared back up at midfield. And the Heat are back to recover. No fouls called there. Here's Perry with it. Things are starting to get really excited. Is that ball we're going to get a handball here? I think we do. I think we've got a handball on Ejimadu. Let's take a look at that one again. That one was blasted down from the neutral zone. Neto's going to have to come out. Long way down. Yeah, he was definitely outside the white. The other line you saw there was the blue. We're going to get a shootout coming up here for the Heat. So Ejimadu goes into the penalty box for the handball. Neto coming in. Neto on the season. So look at some of his stats. He's 2-1 and 1, 4.56 goals against average. 34 saves, obviously not getting as much playing time this season. But the tall keeper from Brazil, it's going to be Francis against Neto. On the shootout, he'll push it forward. He'll shoot, he'll score! Dominic Francis tickles the twine. It's 6-3. A shootout goal at 13:53. Look at this one, puts it right to the left and squeaks it in there. 12th of the season for Dominic Francis. Back to just a 3-goal game now. So teams back at that equal strength with Ejimadu in net. Trying to claw their way back in this one. .109 to go in the third. These two teams are going to battle it out again tomorrow, so we'll see who has gas left in the tank tomorrow, although the Heat had played on Thursday as well. This ball on the side, the Heat, you can see creating more chances by taking some chances. Hugo getting a little dangerous, but kind of sparking that offense up front. Here's a shot up. Out of play. Goal kick for the Heat. And don't forget the Harrisburg Heat offer camps and clinics year-round. Train with the pros and watch your game improve. The Heat are running youth clinics prior to games. And the next one will be March 27th. So go to harrisburgheat.com and sign up. Midfield, Kerstetter is going to send it down to Silva. Trying to tap it opposite side, gets intercepted, kicked high in the air. Superstructure by Kansas City. Knocks a little dirt off the HVAC system here at the Equine Arena. That'll be a free kick coming up, center point of the yellow. Another opportunity here on the free kick with got Tavernese lining Francis to the right, Dos Silva to the left. Dos Santos down low, he'll go Dos Santos. Protects it off the boards, double team. Plays it out, Tavernese will pop it up and out of play. Goal kick coming up for KC. Told you after tomorrow they've got a big game coming up with Utica City. Saturday, March 1st. Here's a shot just wide. Marquez. And we have played 3. So after 3 quarters of play, Kansas City 6, Harrisburg 3. Back with the 4th quarter. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
Fremont Mortgage Group, with a 5-star rating and over 30 years of helping home buyers and homeowners. Fremont is recognized as one of the top lenders. Refinance, home purchase, commercial loans, SBA loans, and zero money down programs offered. Complimentary home warranty on qualifying purchases, too. For more information, contact them at FremontMortgage.com or 800-955-8508. And available 7 days a week. NMLS number 1846.
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
The Heat are excited to announce the Heat Score 4 promotion thanks to our friends at Papa John's of Harrisburg and Central Pennsylvania. Whenever the Heat score 4 or more goals in any game, home or away, you can use code HEAT4 anytime over the following week at papajohns.com or on the Papa John's app to save 40% on your entire order. That's code HEAT4 for 40% off your online Papa John's order the entire week after any game where the Heat score 4.
Register your son or daughter for a Heat clinic run by Heat players pregame, and it includes a game ticket. To find out how, go to harrisburgheat.com.
After 3 quarters of play, 6-3 in favor of Kansas City, but the Heat getting a couple goals there in the last several minutes. Got a little spark offensively from Hugo, sending one down. Got deflected in for a goal, made it 6-2, and then a shootout goal by Dominic Francis has brought the Heat back within 3 in this contest. Checking the out-of-town scoreboard up in Utica City. It's now, it gets uglier up in Utica. It's Chihuahua 12, Utica City 2. Chihuahua on the season, 14-3. Showing while they're the top team in the MASL. They're unbeaten at home. Baltimore Blast are unbeaten at home this season too. San Diego's unbeaten and Kansas City 7-0-1 on the season. With the home games. Heater going from our left to right here in this fourth quarter. Ball sent down right side, Tavernese trying to get the shot off blocked. Vandegrift kicks it out of play. It'll be a kick in for the Heat. Chad Vandegrift, one of the top defenders in this league. I have voted for him many times in the last few seasons for Defender of the Week. Numerous blocks out there. Just solid on the back line. Almost reminds me of a Pat Morris, former Philadelphia Kicks type player. Here's Francis. He shoots and scores. Dominic Francis from the top of the arc. Ripping that one. Past Ejimadu. And the Heat are back in this. And with the 4 goals, for promotion in effect for the tomorrow. Tomorrow at Papa John's using Papa John's app or papajohns.com. 40% with the code 4 at Papa John's. Oh, what a blast from Dominic Francis. His second goal of the game and 13th of the season on that restart. Wasted no time. Just 25 seconds in. 6-4. Dom Francis. Out midfield, Heat with it. Perry sending it to the near side for Villa. They'll move forward. Favilla. Shot from the yellow block. Cleared back out. On the near side. Marquez goes down. It'll be a foul to Heat. Restart coming up. Pereira will send it over to the far side. Down along the near boards, Ramirez. Deep shot saved by Hugo on Acosta. Acosta keeps it alive, but Kerstetter clears it out. Ball in midfield. Francis knocking it along the far boards, getting it up to Panton. And Francis gets knocked down. A little late on the whistle. I think we're just going to get a foul called here. Unless the Heat decide to challenge it. And they just might. Officials are going to talk about this one. And if so, we could get another power play. Let's take a look here. Panton, Francis. Oh yeah, there was definitely a push off. You could see that push out. I think that was Pino. And will Pat Healy challenge this and ask for a review. You can see Pat's right on. He's saying, hey, look, he pushes out. He absolutely did. From the one camera angle we had there, they'll take a look at him. We'll take another look at him too. Guerrero Pino, I believe, is the one who was there. First it was Panton in the act of getting the ball. And Francis comes up to help, so right there. There's going to be a collision, but you can see the pushback right there. Pino didn't budge, just lifted up, and he slammed forward. That's what they'll look at. Is there an attempt, and he kind of lowers the right shoulder a little bit, lowers the boom. I don't think it was so much as protecting, like it was going to be a collision, but being a slam. Some will say, well, there would have been a collision there either way. Was he just protecting himself, lifting up the arm? That would be your other argument. Or did he purposely lower the shoulder down and slam into him as he approached? Was it a protection block, or was it a slam back? I get the feeling we're going to get the penalty for the Harrisburg Heat. Let's see. Officials say no. They believe that it was just contact and kind of a protection there by Pino. But the Heat will get that foul called, and they will restart things. So it'll be a restart for the Harrisburg Heat. They trail by 2 early here in the fourth. Francis looks to restart. He's going to position Anthony Wright over on the right side. He'll play it over to the left instead, and that one got deflected as Amino had it hit off one of the Comets. So now we'll get a corner kick coming up for the Heat. Another great opportunity to bring this within 1. They'll put a Nang out front with De Silva and Francis. It's going to be Joey Tavernisi restarting from the corner. Let's see where he goes with it. A 2-goal lead Kansas City is clinging to right now as the Heat have scored 3 unanswered goals. Tavernisi tries sending it across the middle, but cleared back out. Mino back for Hugo, sends it up the middle. Here comes the counterattack, right side, Reggett off the boards, but cleared out by Tavernisi. And then Francis gets knocked down on the boards, and there's your blue card. Ramirez with the body contact on Dominic Francis. Let's watch here as it gets knocked over to the far side. Francis, oh, definitely. Bumped in too hard again by Ramirez. Knocked him right into the boards. So we're going to get a power play here for the Harrisburg Heat. Harrisburg Heat. 4-15 for 27% on the power play this season. Kansas City has killed off 10 of 11. Francis. Far side, Tavernisi. Shear. Tavernisi. Shear. Back for Hugo. Hugo's saying, come on, guys, move it up. Tavernisi, right side, shot wide. Run down on the far side. Chipped. Francis trying to pull the trigger, can't, knocks it up and out of play. .113 remaining on the man advantage for Harrisburg. Dominic Francis, 2 goals here in this second half. City trying to protect. Whew, dangerous. Vandegrift sending a bullet back to Ejimadu. Almost got over his head, through the hands, and back into the net. Hugo on it. It's going to roll it out to Favilla. 50 seconds remaining on the power play. Favilla, center point, plays it down to the corner, but off the mark from Francis. Loose out in the midfield, and we'll get the holding foul against Kansas City. Andreas does not like the call, but the Heat will get it back with 39 on the man advantage. Restart coming up. Shearer with Tavernisi out there, Francis and Ang, and De Silva. Hugo comes up, plays it Tavernisi. Hugo, far side. Shearer, mishands, but it gets kicked out. And kicked out to where it's going to be a restart at the top of the arc. It's mishandled down there by Palmer of Kansas City. So another opportunity here with 30 seconds on the power play for the Heat. Down by 2. Got Francis to the right, Tavernisi. Francis comes over, plays it into the corner. Shearer knocks it off the boards as it gets blocked, and then it's cleared back out. Hugo's gonna come up with it. Tapping it over to Dominic Francis, far side. He'll cross it to the right side for Tavernisi. He'll send it off the boards to the middle. It gets deflected back to the side. Run back out to the neutral zone. We'll get the foul. Whistled against Shearer. You're going to get the obstruction foul on that one. So ball gets deflected by Tavernisi, but KC keeps that possession. Few seconds remaining here on this power play. KC doing what they have done all season. Keeping it out of the net on the man advantage. They've killed off 11 of 12 this season. Dos Santos. Back to Hugo, up the middle. Favilla. He'll turn. Couple spins. Plays it behind him, Dos Santos. Adriano Dos Santos down to Favilla. One timing it down to the middle, but clear to the side. Pino getting it back out. Favilla comes over there again. In steps Panton. Sends it around the boards, but nobody home in front. On the near side, Perry trying to keep it alive with the help of Kerstetter. Shot by Panton, just above the crossbar, out of play. Heat still well in this game, down 6-4. They're getting some chances, creating opportunities. Clock under 10 minutes to play. On the near side, Kazim. Poked away by Kerstetter. Tavernisi gets knocked down in midfield. Harrisburg Heat ball. These two teams battle it tomorrow. 5:05. Right here on MASL TV and here in Harrisburg. Those of you in central Pennsylvania, come on out to the game. Hugo dumping it down to the left corner. Ozzie and Ang trying to settle it. Knocks in the air, but Casey again comes up with it. Long throw for Reggett. He plays it to the middle. He's got a man, Palmer, busted up by Gamino. Gamino will play to the far side. Perry on it. Back for Hugo. Hugo sending it up the middle. Cleared back out again, Francis. Ball goes down into the corner. Hugo Silva will tap it far side. Perry sends it up the middle of the field, but gave it back away there to Andreas. Comes out to Yuri. He'll work it up. Favilla overlapping. Yuri plays it over for De Silva, but kept away from him. Sent back the other way and out of play. 8:35 to go in the fourth. 6-4. Kansas City. Hugo Silva is had a couple nice saves here in the last couple nights, and I should say Thursday and tonight. We'll see tomorrow what keepers will get the starting nod in that one. Midfield Heat trying to break it up. Perry comes up with it. Comes a little soft pass intercepted. Favilla staying up front, trying to keep the pressure on. Lennis, they'll get it back out. Acosta intercepted by Dos Santos. Here's Yuri. Far side Favilla. Pulls the trigger up and out of play. We'll step out. Midway through the fourth, 7:59 to go. Kansas City 6, Harrisburg 4. This is MASL Soccer on YouTube.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASL iFootball, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASL iFootball to sign up, get started, and play.
Well, the Harrisburg Heat still down by 2. It's KC 6-4. Ugly game up in Utica, New York. You're not going to believe this. Chihuahua now leads Utica City 16-3. Look out, here comes Dominic Francis. Has the keeper out of net, but it's blocked right down in the middle. Nice save there by, I think that was Pino. Made that stop. Still loose in midfield. Ajimadu was out of position, but again, the Heat still doing a good job at creating chances. Didn't see too much of that in the first half. We're seeing it here in the second half. Loose ball left side, shot wide. Anang knocks it out of play. There'll be a restart coming up at the top of the arc here for Kansas City. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Utica, but that is ugly. 16-3. Only thing I can guess is they are going to look it up. Not using their starting keeper up there as we get a timeout. Pulling up the stat right now for that game, and we'll take a quick look at it, see who's in net. But my goodness, Andrew Taylor is in net up there. Remember the other night, Thursday night, they used Taylor for half the game here in Harrisburg. Andrew Coughlin did not play on Thursday night. Appears to be not playing again tonight up there. And man, Chihuahua is just exploiting them. We are here tomorrow at 5:05. And then on March 1st, You've got Utica City is playing out in Kansas City. Fans out there, get your tickets for that game. The Heat will be in Baltimore Sunday, March 2nd, but then the Heat will host Baltimore Saturday, March 8th. These two teams have got to battle it out one more time tomorrow. Fans, you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube, CBS Sports, Galazzo Network. Alex Bastivansky and Phil Levanko joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. And you ever watch Under Review? I love that show. If you disagree with a call, you can watch Under Review. Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich will review some of the plays around the league. Teach you a little bit about the rules. Friday nights on YouTube. Here comes a restart. For Kansas City, left side, up and out of play is Acosta. It'll be Harrisburg ball. If you're interested in having your youth soccer team, if you're a coach, come out onto the field or run out with a Heat player, part of the Parade of Champions, contact the Heat office. More details from Kevin in the Heat office. Email khealy@harrisburgheat.com. I think that's actually Kevin@harrisburgheat.com. Oh, Dos Santos got kicked in the knee. Just Kevin@harrisburgheat.com. Or you can call the Heat office or go online and contact them. Restart coming up here for the Heat, down by just 2. They're going to put Francis over on the right side. Ball hit the left side of the post for De Silva. Avila just outside the yellow. Francis gets past him in center circle. Back to Hugo, up the near side. Avila. Keeping possession, now it's Kerstetter. Avila moves in, right wing, off the boards. Takes a high bounce to the far side, but stays in play. Vandegrift trying to get it out, double teamed along the boards. Still loose along the yellow, Avila has it again. Kerstetter. Near side, Favilla. Far side, Perry. Lost, and Hugo has to go back to get it. Sure if Malcolm Harris had been injured in this one or not. We have not seen him. He's just standing on the back of the bench. Kerstetter, long pass up. Sheer double team. Shot just wide from that left side by Francis. Ball comes back out of midfield. Little grab there by Shearer. That'll be a holding foul. .5:24 to go. And now we're going to get the challenge from KC on the pull on that hold by the Heat. So video review coming up. You think that that was well deserving of a blue card on the hold by Shear. And let's see what you think. There was a little bit of a grab there. You could see some of that shirt coming back on Dirtle. Would anything have come out of it as far as a scoring opportunity? I don't know about that. How flagrant was that holding foul? He gets through 2 sheer grabs there. Did hold it a little longer than normal, not just a quick little grab, but a little bit of a pull. Let's see what the refs think of this one. Was it bad enough or not? Will it just be the foul? Nope, they say not bad enough either. Kind of like when we had that one in midfield when Francis got leveled. They want to see something a little bit stronger, a little bit worse. Both teams have unsuccessfully used challenges, and it'll be a restart here for KC. Ball dumped down to the right side and sent to the middle by Pino and cleared back out. Pino at midfield battling Yuri. Reggett gets it up the middle, Ramirez. Reggett dumping it down to the right side. Nacho, deep in the corner, working against De Silva. Wright trying to help out. Reggett now getting in it and has possession. Moves to the wing, shot saved by Hugo. And cleared to the side by Anthony Wright. Onto the near side, Ramirez. Sent down the near side. De Silva sends it up. Pino to the far side. Palmer. Loose on the right. Right on Hugo. They'll quickly toss it up. Look out. Here comes the breakout. Dominic Francis. Down the left. Pulls the trigger. Blocked by Pino. Francis now double team. Goes down. Play continues. Francis and Pino, a little push and shove while they're on the carpet. Need the whistle and break it up. And physical for Francis tonight with a couple of these KC players. But they'll whistle that as a foul, I believe, against the Heat. Give the ball to Kansas City. 3:48 to go in the fourth. 6-4 in favor of the Comets. We're just ruling that just as a foul on Francis. Ejimadu sending it down the air side, but Dos Santos had him out of position, but can't get that ball back up to the net. Pereira sends it one way, again sent back the other way. Ejimadu again grabbing it on, tossing it deep down the near side. Marquez with a heel kick to the near boards. Palmer on it. All the way back to Pereira. Trying to get up those far boards to Kazim. Perry goes down. They're going to whistle the foul against Harrisburg. Check the out-of-town scoreboard here. I'm kind of curious if Chihuahua has scored more. They have. It's now 18-5. Chihuahua leading Utica City. Ooh, that's a stinger up there. Favela dribbles out of traffic. Tavernisi. Favela got tripped up. Just a foul. Milwaukee and San Diego, they're just underway. John Wilsbach with you here in Harrisburg. Harrisburg Heat down by 2 with 2:55 to go. Hugo's going to push himself up a little bit closer now. He has a goal in this game. Got that offense going here in the second half. Headed one way. This one dumped from midfield, but will go just wide. Hugo's is going to take those chances. It's going to give Kansas City extra opportunities to score. Hugo, they'll dump it all the way down toward the left. Comes back out of midfield. Ozzy Anang losing it. Hugo scrambles to get back. Ball played down along the near boards by Andreas. Andreas sends it back in midfield. Not seeing anyone with a 6th attacker jersey on the bench. Seems like they're just going to try to use Hugo when they can up front. Ball played down to Reggett off the boards. Still kept alive in the corner by KC. Comets keeping that possession. Get the foul on Harrisburg. 1:32 to go. So the tripping foul to restart here. Comets on it again. Vandegrift. Taking his time. All dumped down the corner for Reggett. He did a lot of the damage here tonight. Comes back out to the right side, intercepted by Yuri. He'll play it all the way up for De Silva. Reggett has 3 goals in this contest for KC. A foul on the Comets. Again, they're going to do battle tomorrow. 5:05, we'll have it for you here on MASL TV. 1 minute to go. Here comes Hugo. Far side, Camino. Down for Tavernisi. Camino. Hugo. Tavernisi trying to keep possession, kicked high in the air. Hugo will try heading it forward and does. Tavernisi comes up with it in midfield. Down the back, Camino will move it forward. Far side Tavernisi, KC, great job defensively, not allowing opportunity shots here. Along the near side is Francis. Just another reason why their power play is so great. They just deny you the ball. Here's Hugo. Down for Francis. Hugo sends one. A soft one, and the keeper will toss it as time expires. Kansas City holds on. And knock off the Harrisburg Heat. 6 straight wins now for the Comets. 7 straight losses for the Harrisburg Heat. Come back and wrap things up. 6-4, your final in favor of Kansas City. This is MASL TV on YouTube.
Register your team in the Heat Youth Tournaments. You get game tickets, minimum of 3 games, MASL officials, medals for the winners, on field with the Heat players pregame, and much more. Get your team in today at HarrisburgHeat.com.
What do we do? What are you guys going to yell? Yes!
The best way to improve is to train with the pros. The Heat run camps and clinics year-round. Contact Kevin at HarrisburgHeat.com. Boys and girls, indoor and outdoor. HarrisburgHeat.com.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
night for the Harrisburg Heat once again, but they were in this one till the end, losing 6-4 against the Kansas City Comets. Let's run down the scoring for you. It started with the Heat. 4:47. Here's Panton. Made it 1-0 in favor of the Harrisburg Heat, his 6th goal of the season. Then the leading scorer for KC, Marquez, finding it top shelf, makes it 1-1. Then 11-13, Lennis, trying to send it down the slot, gets it back and finishes it. Made it 2-1. 4:12 in the second. Herrera over on the right side. That's a blast. Made it 3-1. Then at 11:44, Reggett gets number 1 of 3. That one, bottom corner. 4-1. Move to the third. Reggett again at 4:38. Look at that one. It just got deflected by Tavernisi. Made it 5-1. And then Reggett one more time. This one's on the power play. He'll get it back at the top right side. It's 6-1. The Heat come back to life. Watch Hugo, the keeper, right here. Gets a blast. It got deflected, redirected. But gets the Heat back on the board, 6-2. Then we get a shootout. Dominic Francis able to put it in. Makes it 6-3. And then 25 seconds into the fourth, Dominic Francis on a restart, his second of the game, 13th of the season. But that's it. Kansas City just kind of collapsed in, buckled down, and held the fort for the last several minutes. The Comets outshot Harrisburg 33-32. But the Heat just unable to get anything more past them. With the victory, Kansas City now 11-1-2. And they'll move into second place above San Diego temporarily. San Diego is playing tonight against Milwaukee. So we'll see how that goes. I'll update you tomorrow on that. The Heat slipped to 2-12-1 with their 7th straight loss. The only other game going on right now besides Milwaukee and San Diego, which are scoreless, is Chihuahua just beating the crap out of Utica City, 18-5. All right, we're back here tomorrow. It's a 5:05 kickoff. Kansas City and Harrisburg do battle again, and we'll see you then here on the TV side of things. Want to thank Chad and the crew, and thank you for tuning in. This is John Wilsbach. Once again, our final score. Kansas City 6, the Harrisburg Heat 4, and you've been watching MASL TV on YouTube.